Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault 2, and I'm sorry it's been a few days since I've been able to make a garage gun talk video. I am just really busy and having so much to do, but I am going to be on spring break next week. As many of you know, I'm a teacher, and I got a lot of projects. In fact, I'm kind of setting things up tonight for next week. I've made another long list of videos to make, and I got my product reviews that I'm kind of lining up for next week. I have a ton of gun reviews, but I'm getting a little bit behind on my product reviews, and I have a lot of stuff coming in, and I wanted to share a little bit of that with you and see what you guys thought. I kind of have a wide range of products and see what, as I said, you guys think, if you guys have any ideas for what I should do with these. I already showed you I have an all-weather gun case that was sent to me by Vulcan, and they also sent a smaller one as well for pistols. Now this thing, I have to say, I'm really impressed with. It's supposed to be 100% waterproof. I mean, I don't think you can like dunk it in the ocean for extended periods of time, but it has these waterproof zippers. As you can see, the teeth are even hidden in this. And so I'm gonna, put stuff in this. I'm gonna like spray it down with a hose and test it out. But these seem to be pretty darn good quality. They're a little bit on the pricey side, but I'm gonna test them out and see if these would be like good cases for, especially if you're going out in the woods to go hunting, or you're doing a lot of outdoors work, because these are really nice. So I got that to do, plus the big full-size case. Another thing that Vulcan sent me, or Vulcan Arms is the company, is something called the Quick Draw. The Quick Draw. So I'm assuming this is like a mount for a pistol that it's, I guess, just looking at it here, it says that it is magnetic. So I'm assuming that it's a place where you're going to put your pistol. You can probably rack it inside of it and then pull it, so maybe you have it around the house or something. I have to kind of read exactly what this is. I try not to open these things but until I get to review them, because I really like the unboxing portion to really kind of be a surprise and really kind of get to see what the product is, because I like to document my first thoughts. I don't want to go into it already having preconceived notions, but that's apparently what this, I think, is. I have two optics on the table. One is going to be another one of these kind of generic red dots. And I've been reviewing these for a while, and I have to say, as time goes on, I am more and more impressed with the, I guess the cheap Chinese optic companies, because they seem to be adapting and taking reviewers' comments seriously. So I have this next one here. I think it's called by Nightwing right here. And a lot of them use the RMR footprint, which is a good idea. And one of my biggest complaints is when it comes to the adjustments for elevation and windage, you don't have clicks. And a lot of the ones I've been reviewing do have those detents for the clicks. And I also think that they're just reverse engineering the American optics a little bit better, and understanding that in order for them to even get any type of hold on the market, even if it's a small, entry level, they really have to do, they really have to up their game. And I really feel like they are. I mean, the packaging's a lot nicer. The options are nicer. I'm not saying this will ever compete with a Trijicon or an Aimpoint or any of that, or an EOTech. It will not. But for, I don't know, I would say, I think this one's like $150. I think you actually get something that's pretty decent. And a lot of people will foo-foo these reviews that I do with these red dots. And by foo-foo, I mean they just don't watch them. But their criticism will always be, well, it's another cheap Chinese red dot. And I completely agree on that. However, in the next video, they're going to ask me or say something to the extent of, have you reviewed a Holosun? Those things are great. I'm putting this thing on my rifle, putting this thing on my pistol. And I'm like, do you know where those Holosuns are made? On one hand, you think the Chinese stuff is junk, you never buy it. And then on the other hand, you buy the Vortex and the Holosun, which a lot of the components are made in China. They might be assembled in other places like Indonesia or whatever. And some of them are just made in China. But you're happy with those. But I personally think, and the way a lot of those companies work, is a lot of these are actually made in the same factory. and you just, are paying for the name. So I'm excited about this one because some of these red dots that I've reviewed have actually been pretty good, and some of them have been junk, and I've told you guys which ones are junk and why. But this one I think has some promise to it. I did open it, or open the box anyway, and it's still in the wrapping here. I haven't really taken it out, but it looks pretty good. As I said, it's about the size of an RMR. I don't know. They just seem to be better built for what, than when I first started reviewing these, I shall say. All right, so let me put that back in there. Close this thing up, and in case you care, it's the SPO 320. So I don't know if that name and that number means anything. Maybe they're trying to say, hey, this is the perfect one for the SIG P320. I don't know. But that one has some promise. And then the other product that I have is another scope, and this one is from, I guess we're going to say China, but it really is from Hong Kong. Now, I'm going to tell you, I look at products from Asia differently. I think the ones that are made in mainland China are different than the ones that are made in Hong Kong, just because they have essentially a different culture because of the British, I guess we'll say, occupation for all those years. And I found that the stuff that comes out of Hong Kong typically is better quality than stuff that comes out of mainland China. And this is actually probably the nicest scope I have ever been sent. And I'll show you a little bit about this one. And it's relatively affordable, but it's not cheap. And it's really, really high quality for what I can tell it is. So it's by a company called Discovery Opt, but I guess that's short for optic. One thing that the companies over there really need to hire is somebody that's an English speaker to come up with better names. But this thing says it's shockproof, waterproof, let's see, nitrogen purged, multi-coated lenses. I don't know. It has a lot of features on it. It has a really complex reticle right there to show you. A lot of the cheaper Chinese scopes that I have reviewed have had just basic reticles. This one has adjustments for, all the clicks for the windage and elevation, and I have to see what it's, what caliber it's really, that reticle is designed for. It's probably 308. I don't know, but this thing is a 5 to 30 power magnification. So you get a big variety in there. And it's a 34 millimeter objective lens. So it's kind of a big boy. The packaging is nice. We get lots of things with it, and I'll show you. You do get this quality, I guess it says quality control checklist and inspections. And it looks like somebody had to go through all that. Now, granted, I don't know if that's just, for show, but it really is handwritten and stamped. So it has the serial number and the date. It says it was checked on February 26th, 2024. So, yeah. So I'll have to look into that. But let me show you this thing. Comes in a nice package here, and that is a big boy. It is an illuminated reticle, so it has a battery compartment there. The turrets are kind of big. They're not protected turrets, so you could just easily adjust them here on the top. So it's not like you have to unscrew anything to make the adjustments. When I take off the lens covers. And I've looked through this thing, and that reticle is very, very clear. I am quite impressed with it. It has a lot of fine detail. The eye relief seems to be pretty forgiving, and it does have the magnification from 5 all the way up to 30. And so lots of options on this thing. I am kind of impressed with it. I can tell that they're taking their optics game real serious. And they also provide couple of things. You got, the extension for the tube for light And they also give you some scope rings. Now, you can use your own, but I think these are, because I forgot what the size of this is. This is for 34 millimeter is what this is. And they give you some high profile scope rings for M1913 rail. They seem to be really nice. They're not cheap. They're not chintzy. Made, I guess it's branded by the same company, Discovery Opt. But they look good. They're even marked with the torque specifications on them. A lot of times when you get those cheap optics rings that has nothing on them, maybe except for a logo, this thing is telling you on the top 20 inch pounds, and on the rail 25 inch pounds. It has everything in there you're going to need. So sometimes these optics are really good to quality, do what they're supposed to do, and if you're on a budget, they're pretty good. And that's why I like to review these. And of course, being a smaller channel, Trigicon's not going to send me anything, but these companies will, and I've learned a lot. Hopefully, if one day I'm ever asked to review something, a little bit, more pricey, I get a little bit of practice on these. But I have to say, I am impressed with this. It is a hefty optic. It's a weighty optic. Seems to be finished nice. But anyway, that's what I'll be reviewing product-wise this week. And let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like my product reviews? Which ones do you like the most? Which ones do you not care for? Whatever. Right now, I don't have any flashlights in. Normally, I have tons of flashlights. I do have a couple coming, or so I think. I think Through Night's sending me another one. And I'm trying to think. I think Nightcore is as well. So Nightcore is a good company. So that is what I got on the chopping block, and I'm just kind of out here kind of organizing this and trying to figure out what my game plan is. I'm going to use this on my, or I'm going to test it on my Mark 12 inspired custom AR build, and I'm going to do it at the longer distance range at my gun club. So I got to get that set up. Some of these product reviews I have to film over a course of a few days, because like when it comes to the optics, for example, I'll unbox this, and I'll mount it to the pistol. But in the review, I'm like, okay, so let's get to the range. But in actuality, I don't get to the range for like 2 or 3 days just because of schedules. And I got to go, test it there, shoot it there, and then come back. It might be another day or so, and then I'll film the the conclusions, or tell you guys what I discover. So some of these product reviews can take quite a long time to make. Speaking of reviews, something that really surprised me this week is yesterday I released a review on the Norinco 86S Bullpup AK rifle. I actually thought that thing was going to get way more views than it did. I actually thought that was going to be, because it's such a unique gun and so different. And I know a lot of you guys like the collectible, rare stuff. I kind of thought that gun, I thought that review and that gun was going to get a lot more views, and it got like nothing. I don't know why. Maybe it's an algorithmic thing. Whatever. But I got the field strip of that gun coming out tomorrow. But that's what's going on with the channel. I'm still going back through old videos that are released, making better thumbnails and always updating, trying to make the channel as nice as possible. Oh, what else do I got? What else do I got on the chopping block? Somebody else reached out to me recently, a local subscriber, and he is going to lend me a rifle to review that I'm really excited about, because you guys know I'm a big Colt fan. And it's a rifle I've been wanting to review, and I have looked at in the past into purchasing. It's the Colt M5. So I'll be able to review that. So kind of getting back to my roots, reviewing Colt rifles. And yeah, but the M5 kind of intrigues me. I think it looks really, really cool. So he texted me. We corresponded through email. He lives and works down in Dallas. So I think next week I'll be going down to see him. So I'll have that, and then I got some other guns, and then I need to go over to my friend Jack number one. He has some pistols for me to review. And then Jack number two, I'm working through the guns that he's lent me, and he's already told me some stuff he has for me coming up to review. Some P7s, some MP5 stuff I'm excited about. What else? And then my friend David, oh my gosh. If you guys like Nighthawks, David has recently acquired some amazing Nighthawk pistols, and he has a cool idea for like a range report and review. So I just got so much stuff. I cannot tell you guys how blessed I am, how lucky I am, and I'm always out here working hard, trying to make stuff, make content, and it is like a second job, but it is a passion project, and I appreciate you guys being out here. I'm just sorry the past couple of days I have just kind of been off the grid because I've been just so busy. But just getting stuff ready for next week. I'm trying to think if there's any gun news to talk about. Besides constitutional carry, I guess, being passed in Louisiana and South Carolina. There's not really much going on. But you know what? No news is good news. So I'm going to say that's a win. What else can I end this video with? Because I think I talked about everything I wanted to talk about. I'll share a little story with you, and it's going to be a little bit not gun related, but I think it's just human related that I want you guys, it's kind of the message of the night to go forth with. I mentioned I'm a teacher, and I found out today that one of my students, he is a junior in high school. I found out that earlier this week, his father passed away unexpectedly. I guess that in fact, I had a lesson with him on Monday, and I guess his dad passed away in the middle of the night on Monday, going into Tuesday. And the story that I'm getting is he just went to sleep and didn't wake up the next day. And there's like no foul play. There's no, I've met him a number of times. I know that our family has interacted with their families on a number of occasions. So my son, who's now in college, is friends with this person. So it just, we don't know yet if it's like a heart attack or whatever. But the reason I'm telling you guys this story is it's really hit home because I have, as of late, because I turn 44 years old this month. And I'm kind of going through like my existential crisis, asking, about life and worrying about death and, asking all those questions I think we all ask ourselves, and wondering about the meaning of everything and what lies beyond. And I don't know, you guys know, just those deep things that you have to contemplate and think about, because we all have our date with eternity, right? We all have our date with destiny that we can't avoid. But anyway, it just got me thinking because it hit home. And then I want you guys to know that you need to make sure that every day, you live every day, even if it's a mundane day, a boring day of just working or whatever, enjoy it to its fullest. Enjoy it to its fullest. Remember to treat people with kindness. Treat yourself with kindness. Do good. And treasure every day and every moment, because we're not promised tomorrow. I sit out here and I look at how blessed I am, working on the Texas Gun Vault. And with my student's father just passing away, I said, most likely I'm going to say it's probably going to be like a heart attack, something of that nature. Aneurysm, just something natural causes that you cannot necessarily predict or prevent, that I guess it can happen to any of us any day, and to enjoy every day. So that's what I'm saying. Find the small blessings in life every day and be good to others. And I just feel like sharing that message tonight because as I said, what happened this week with my student just kind of hit home. And I feel like some of you may need to hear that message tonight. Just remember, be good. Every day you get up, count your blessings, because you're not promised tomorrow. And live life to its fullest, enjoy it, and just do good, be good. And you guys have helped me, I think, on that path. Just do good, be good, try to be kind to others. And I am very aware of how blessed I am. So I appreciate you guys joining me here in the garage and just being a part of this. And thanks for just being there for me. And I hope I'm there for you guys occasionally. Maybe you guys are just, getting home from work or something and just want to listen to me ramble in the garage. Or you want to watch a gun review, and I'm just one of those people that for some reason you like. And that means the world to me. And hopefully, if, something happens and I'm not here tomorrow, hopefully I've had a positive impact in the world and for the future of the Second Amendment. And that's all that I can ask for. Yeah, that's it. But we're chugging along here. We got spring break coming up. We got a lot of projects to do, a lot of things here on the workbench, and we're just going to continue to grow and get better. So let me know what you think about these products. Which ones interest you? Do you like my product reviews? Please tell me. What do you guys think I could improve on, or what do you guys think I do well? So give me a little bit of insight and helpful criticism. It would mean a lot to me. So it's about 9:25, and I need to go inside and get ready for bed. And got one more day of work, and then spring break. Woohoo! So anyway, thanks for joining me here in the garage. And if you watch to the end of this video, the word of the day is going to be product. Product, because it was a product review video where I'm talking about upcoming product reviews. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching.